The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You have faith in God, have faith also in me. In my Father's house there are many dwelling places. If there were not, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back again and take you to myself, so that where I am, you also may be. Where I am going, you know the way." Thomas said to him, "Master, we do not know where you are going. How can we know the way?" Jesus said to him, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
First, it's significant to recognize that this gospel passage is used many, many times for funerals. And maybe it's used for funerals because it describes a way that we will continue to be with God after this life. We believe that death is life changed, not ended. And so maybe if we look at some of the words in this passage, it could help us to understand. Earlier versions of this gospel had different words used. For example, instead of using the word dwelling place, it used to be, and maybe you remember this, "In my Father's house there are many mansions." And that sort of gave the understanding that there were a lot of big houses in one bigger house. And that's okay, that there's room in God's house for my house. But then it got changed to this, to dwelling place. A dwelling place is where one feels at home and comfortable. There's even one more word that sometimes gets used. And this is what it would say. "In my Father's house there are many abodes." Look how important words are. An abode is where we are when we abide someplace. So, in other words, Jesus invites us to a place where we will dwell after this life, to an abode. And in that abode, we will abide with Jesus. It's significant because next week we begin to hear all the readings about how Jesus invites us to abide with him. Abiding with Jesus doesn't happen in death. It begins at birth, through baptism, in the sacraments. Let's spend some time today recalling what it means to abide in Jesus, to abide with Jesus, so that one day we may truly be at home in God's dwelling place, to abide in Jesus' arms forever.